More than half of Incheon's high school students are receiving private education. Incheon City will carry out a project to move and restore the old custom warehouse. The Incheon Free Economic Zone Administration allows firms in the zone to lease their unused spaces. Hello everyone, welcome back to Weekly Incheon. It has been known that more than half of Incheon's high school students are receiving private education. Unlike elementary school students who learn piano and art, it appears that the proportion of high school students who are receiving private education, mostly in the form of supplementary classes, should be reduced. It is known that 7 out of 10 elementary, middle, and high school students in Incheon are receiving private education. In a survey regarding last year's private education conducted recently by the Incheon City Office of Education, around 68.9% of local students are getting private tutoring such as supplementary classes. According to the rate of participation by students, 87.2% of elementary school students, 68.4% of middle school students, and 51.3% of high school students are taking private lessons. The problem is that more than half of the high school students are receiving private education. Although the figure is relatively outstanding to be 1.5% lower than the national average, high school students receiving mainly supplementary lessons as their private education could mean that their level of satisfaction towards public education is not very high. Nevertheless, there appears to be a gradual reduction in the tuition fee of after-school programs and EBS lessons. The Office of Education is hoping that there will be a possible reduction in the ratio of students receiving private education in the future. Meanwhile, the Office of Education also announced the average cost for private education per student per month. It is found to be 233,000 won for elementary school students, 220,000 won for middle school students, and 198,000 won for high school students. Built during the Japanese ruling era, the old Incheon Custom Building, which has great historical values, was facing demolition due to the Suin Line subway construction. This has put Incheon City into conflict with the work of the railway construction. But recently, a compromise had come up that the building will be preserved by relocation and restoration. Located at Hangdong Chilga of Junggu, the old custom warehouse is a brick building with historical meaning, for it was constructed in the modern architectural style of 1917, and it contains traces of age from the port opening to the Japanese ruling era. Incheon City was being put into serious conflict with the railway construction, for the corporation in charge of the construction of the Suin Line subway has the Ministry of Construction and Transport's approval to build a passenger terminal at the warehouse location. As the conflict continued and too much time was spent on both sides, it has finally been decided that there would be no better solutions than the relocation and restoration of the building. Although retaining the building's original form would seem to be the perfect answer, it was found to be difficult to achieve after considering various practical issues, and therefore the second best solution which can preserve the meaning of the building was decided.
인천세관 그 창고 건물은 당초에는 원형 그대로 그 자리에 보존하는 걸로 계획을 했습니다만 거기가 전철 공사가 2014년 아시안게임 이전까지 완공을 해야 되기 때문에 부득이 지금 변경을 할 수 없는 상황이기 때문에 그 해체한 후에 인근에 다시 그 복원하는 방법으로 이렇게 검토를 하고 있습니다.
Meanwhile, an official of the city claimed that, for the building itself is very old, they will be paying a lot of attention to the parts that could be damaged during construction work, and they will also refer to the blueprint of the time and carry out field investigation. In doing so, it is hoped that the building can be relocated and restored as much as it is originally. The Incheon Free Economic Zone Administration has recently permitted firms in the zone to lease their unused spaces. This appears to have resolved, to a certain extent, the inconvenience experienced by current occupants in the Free Economic Zone. Meanwhile, businesses occupying the Free Economic Zone are not utilizing their unused spaces effectively. It is because, despite the development free economic zone is undergoing as an advanced city, current law does not allow firms to lease unused areas of their own. This has caused firms to continuously request the administration to permit lease of unused building spaces such as factories. Recently, the administration has permitted the lease of factory facilities areas in firms' industrial facility sites. To lease, the existing occupant must establish a cooperating relationship with business of the same type. The lease must last more than 5 years, and as the tenant wish, it can be renewed for over 1 year up to 5 years. Accordingly, it is hoped that businesses occupying the industrial facility sites of the free economic zone will be achieving systematization and cooperation actively. By allowing the rental business, the economic administration said that they are looking forward to maximize the use of factory facilities and also to revive the local economy. This is our broadcast for the week. Thank you for staying with us. Have a nice day.